Welcome to the Motormouth YouTube channel. I'm Zach.
I'm Andrea.
And this is a video all about the latest study just released by J.D. Power and Associates. And what does it cover?
Oh, they covered 90 days of ownership of purchasers and lessees, and they got responses from almost 93,000 people with new 2025 model year vehicles. And this is its 39th year. Now, the study went from June of 2024 to May of 2025. And J.D. Power asked 227 questions, and it was broken down into 10 vehicle categories.
So the thing is, a lot of you are going to be crashing on the keyboard because some of you are going to be, what's going on? So we're just reporting the information.
Yes.
They follow almost 100,000 people, and 90 days captures people going back to the dealer for initial problems. And a lot of it centers around connectivity.
The categories include infotainment, features, controls and displays, exterior, driving assistance, interior, powertrain, seats, driving experience, climate, and an unspecified category that is unique to repair.
So we've been following studies from J.D. Power for years, and I've asked the question, what does a 90-day study have to do with the overall reliability, durability of a vehicle? And they have said that they think it really captures future problems. They see trends. Vehicles that do well initially often do well in the long run.
That's right. So we've got a quote from Frank Hanley from J.D. Power. He's the Senior Director of Auto Benchmarking for J.D. Power. Hanley says initial quality is important as there's a strong correlation between it and long-term durability. So the study at 90 days gives the customer an early indication of what could be expected after 3 years of ownership. The initial quality numbers also give manufacturers early feedback on their models so that they can put corrective actions in place.
So here's the thing. You were going to comment below because there are brands that show up near the very top of the study. You would think, what are they doing near the very top? And other brands that you would assume would be at the top are not there. So you want to get into it?
Let's get into it. So first off, although vehicles are more complex now with more technology and more features, there was an improvement by 2 points of problems per 100 vehicles. So overall, it went from 194 to 192. It was the premium category that really led that, an improvement of 27 points. And do you know what brand led that?
Oh, it starts with T, and it's not Toyota, it's
Tesla.
Tesla.
Now, the mass market brands, on the other hand, didn't see an improvement. So that's why that overall score is really driven by the premium brands. Mass market saw a decrease of 6 points, so citing quality issues.
So let's go right to the tippy top. Who won overall? Lexus was the #1 brand and also the #1 premium brand. That makes sense. The #1 mainstream brand was Nissan.
Now, are you surprised by that?
Are you surprised by that? And one of the things is vehicles that maybe were sold as 25 models might be sold older technology embedded in those cars. And with Lexus, they do have some legacy products like the ES, the IS, the LS. They've been around for a long time. They haven't changed them. So that definitely helps their score.
So one of the key findings of this study, one of the biggest problems, infotainment, touch screens. Consumers are tired of the lack of knobs and buttons and that basic functions are being done in touch screens. Zach and I talk about this often in our reviews. You comment that you're also sick of it. They don't mind that the screens are getting bigger. They actually like the look of the bigger screens. They just don't want all the features in the touchscreen. They just find it too complex.
This is great. This warms my heart, Andrea, that it's showing up in results like this. We've been talking about this for years.
Yeah.
This move away from buttons, people like buttons. I'm here to tell you, and it's showing up in these results. So make sure you stay towards the end of the video. I'm going to put the graph up that JD Power publishes of the vehicle brands that are above average and the ones that are below average. That's coming up. And we're also going to go through different categories, the top scoring vehicles in specific categories.
So here's something interesting that came out of the study. For the very first time, plug-in hybrids had the most problems, more than battery electric vehicles, which we don't typically see. Battery electric vehicles saw an improvement because of the big T, and it's not Toyota, it's Tesla. Of course, hybrids and gas models are still less problematic.
So it's interesting because I said to Andrea, maybe PHEVs are being affected negatively because there's a lot of them in the premium space,
Yeah.
but then the premium category actually did better than the non-premium. So you we don't have the specific details on each model, but read into that what you will.
So let's get into the highest ranking brands and models. As we said already, Lexus takes top spot overall with a score of 166. For premium brands, Jaguar's in second and Genesis third. For non-luxury, Nissan, as we said, takes top spot, followed by Hyundai and Chevrolet in third. Honda takes fourth.
Okay, are you losing your mind yet? Jaguar is in second spot. Are you losing your mind yet? I think they sell two cars. They sell the E-Pace and the F-Pace.
But they've been around.
They've been around.
Like, they haven't done anything different really with these models.
And we've been tracking this for years.
Yeah.
The ascent of Chevrolet. They have done very well in the last several years for initial quality and 3-year dependability. So good for General Motors.
Happy to see Honda in fourth. Good for them.
Good for Honda. Wait a second. Where's Toyota?
Where's Toyota? The company with the most model level awards is General Motors with 5, followed by Ford with 4 and Honda 3. Among brands, Ford receives the most segment awards at 4 and Chevrolet 3.
Now those 5 wins for General Motors include the Buick Encore GX, the Cadillac XT5, Chevrolet Blazer, Chevrolet Silverado, and the Chevy Tahoe.
For Ford, it's the Ford Escape, F-150, Mustang, and Ford Super Duty.
Honda gets the Acura Integra, the RDX, and the Honda Odyssey.
The Volkswagen Group has the highest ranking model overall. I bet you guys can guess this. The Porsche 911 with 116 points.
Now, one on that list from Cadillac that scored exceptionally well is the XT5. Ancient now. So if you look at vehicles that have been in the market for a long time and it does need an update, well, that works in your favor. It just works. And I have been impressed with General Motors' new infotainment screens. We've driven a lot of the new Chevrolet products, and they figured it out. They seem to have cracked the code, making people happy with that. So good for them.
Now, I'm not surprised by the Honda Odyssey because it's been around, but I am surprised that the Toyota Sienna isn't on there.
Haven't heard a lot about Toyota on this list so far. So JD Power also gives out plant awards based on defects and malfunctions. The Platinum Plant Award goes to BMW's Austria plant, which makes the BMW Z4.
The Gold Plant Quality Award for North South America has a tie this year with Toyota Motor Corporation's Cambridge South plant in Ontario and Toyota Motor Corporation's Georgetown 3 plant in Kentucky.
The Gold Plant Quality Award in Asia goes to Toyota for the Tahari Lexus Japan plant, which produces the IS, the LS, and the NX. Now, as I mentioned, stick around at the end. I'll put that graph up for the industry overall, but now we're going to get into specific categories.
For small SUVs, taking third spot, tied actually, is the Chevrolet Trailblazer and the Ford Bronco Sport. Second place, Kia Soul, and number 1 is the Buick Encore GX.
Now, this is a massive category in terms of sales. Compact SUV. The third place winner is Nissan Rogue, then Jeep Wrangler, and number 1, Ford Escape.
Midsize SUVs, a third spot goes to the Toyota Crown Signia. Happy to see that there. Number 2, the Honda Passport, and number 1, the Chevrolet Blazer.
So the upper midsize SUV, a tie for third goes to the Palisade from Hyundai and the Nissan Pathfinder. Next is the Subaru Ascent, and number 1 is Kia Telluride.
For large SUVs, and third spot, the Chevrolet Suburban. Second, Toyota Sequoia, and number 1, Chevrolet again with the Tahoe.
Now we move to the premium category, small SUV. In third place is the Mercedes-Benz GLA. Next is Lexus UX, and number 1 is Audi Q3.
Midsize premium SUV category, tied for second place, is the Land Rover Defender, tied with the Lexus RX. In first place, the Cadillac XT5.
Upper mid-size SUVs in the luxury category, number 3, Porsche Cayenne, number 2, the GV80 from Genesis, and number 1, the X6 from BMW.
Let's do minivans now. In third place, the Kia Carnival. Second, Chrysler Pacifica, and number 1, Honda Odyssey.
Compact cars, Hyundai Elantra is number 3, the all-new Kia K4, a surprise showing, already at number 2, and number 1, Nissan Sentra.
Mid-size cars, tied for second place, is the Chevrolet Malibu and the Hyundai Sonata. Number 1, Nissan Altima.
In the small premium category, it's the BMW 2 Series, and number 1, the Acura Integra.
The premium compact car, number 3, Cadillac CT4. In second place, the Genesis G70. And number 1, not surprising here, the Lexus IS.
Mid-size pickup truck, here are the top 3. Nissan Frontier comes in second. Tied for first place is the Hyundai Santa Cruz and the Jeep Gladiator.
Large light-duty pickups. Second place, the Toyota Tundra. Number 1, Chevrolet Silverado and the Ford F-150 are tied.
And large heavy-duty pickup trucks. Number 2 is the Chevy Silverado HD, and number 1, the Ford Super Duty. All right, we kind of talked about it through the video, Andrea. Toyota did not have a strong presence on that list.
No.
And Lexus, we talked about already, is number 1 overall. Number 1 vehicle overall is the 911 from Porsche. But Toyota didn't show up. And a lot of it comes down, because we asked JD Power about this.
We did.
And they said it was basically because there's a lot of new products.
Yeah, new products can cause a problem. JD Power says that overall, this isn't Toyota, but overall there were 18 new models that were launched, and that only 2 of those 18 models had fewer problems than the segment average.
Yeah, and you look at, well, Toyota's at a disadvantage because they have more SKUs, they have more car lines, they go from sports cars to minivans. They do everything. They've got the most vehicles in the marketplace. So if a few of them don't score as well as others, it's going to drag it down because they just have so many.
And Hanley actually said that typically when new vehicles are launched or carryover models with some updates, that it's usually more balanced. Like you might have some problems, but other vehicles, no problems. But this year, there tended to be more problems.
Just one last thing about Toyota, and then I'm done talking about it. Toyota didn't show up that well, and they're going to show you the graph at the end. And it is right near kind of the middle of the pack for that brand. And the funny thing is, we always talk about vehicles that have been out for a long time and how they score well. RAV4 didn't score on that list. But the factory where they make it is a gold factory.
Yeah.
So it's kind of interesting, but they make a lot of Lexus there, and maybe that's why they got it for the Lexus.
And also remember the RAV4, it got that larger screen, updated infotainment, and so it's possible maybe there were some issues with the screen that people were reporting. I don't know what the actual breakdown was, but it didn't make the list.
All right, so you are going to have a lot to say about that list.
And we want to hear from you.
Especially Jaguar being so high off the list.
What about the Land Rover Defender?
Good for them. Well,
Wow.
it's been out for several years. Well, there you go. Let us know what you think, and what do you need to do?
Yeah, well, if you like what you see, you've got to subscribe. We have our summer sale going on. And do you know it's free to subscribe to us?
Yeah, just for the summer.
Just for the summer.
So click that button. Thanks for watching.
We'll see you next time.